Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Pokemon FireRed. Last time we beat the game, and we're gonna do a little bit of post-commentary now over top of the post-game content. I was one Pokemon away. You need 60 to trigger this Pokedex upgrade. So I went and caught a Horsey, and I also evolved Poliwag, who we caught in the Safari. So that became Poliwhirl, and then I did the whole Waterstone thing and made it Poliwrath. I even vitamined it up, too. Oh yeah, your dope comes in here and says leave it to him, but he doesn't even do anything. But what happens here is the Pokedex gets upgraded from the 151 of Generation 1, and it adds Generation 2 and 3 Pokemon. Wonderful! Or whatever the heck he would say in Pokemon Snap. You were close. He says something like that, too. That game was enjoyable. But yeah, it makes us go back to the 7 islands. 1 island, 2 island, and 3 island, but it actually has 4, 5, and 6 now. And all of this is specifically just to be able to trade with people who have Ruby and Sapphire, because they were the true Generation 3 games. So I basically trimmed this down, and the reason it's post-commentary is because I got lost. It was an hour and a half long of recording. And I didn't really want that. I just wanted to, like, have one episode covering it, so I got a little bit lost. 7 Island is a total joke. It's just kind of bonus content. There's a trainer tower on it, where you can just battle trainers like the Elite Four, kind of. But it's totally unnecessary. So yeah, you check in with Celio here. And he very briefly hints at, you know, everybody far away being the Hoenn region. Not much of a hint, but what you do is you go back to Mount Ember where, just before the climb to Moltres. And up here on the right, these 2 rocket guys that were standing here all suspicious before, they opened a hole here. Goldeen need log is the first password. Luckily, you don't have to memorize it. Your character just auto-memorizes it. But you gotta hear it first. So it's a little bit tricky. I got, something to tell you, I guess. I've started playing the original Pokemon Red. Not recording it, but just trying to catch it up, because I figured out a way to get it to work with the transfer pack. So I might do a one-off episode of Pokemon Stadium. But that being said, I'm kind of Pokemon'd out, so it's kind of hard to do the post-commentary, if I'm being honest. But as always, we fast forward through the battles, because... yeah. They're all pretty much the same, but see, this is what Pokemon Stadium is. It's just battle after battle. It's just... the difference was you got to see them in 3D for the first time. Luckily, they kept using people that Blastoise was super effective against. I also upgraded everybody to level 70-something, getting them ready for round 2 of the Elite Four, which is still a thing that has to happen. I have a weird assignment I have to do for something to talk about here. I have to write an essay defining what failure is, but not like how... not to go on a rant being like why I'm a failure or something, but just in general, what failure is, what it means, and, yeah, the idea is to get a better idea of the sense of the word so that the idea of thinking of yourself as a failure can be changed. But I don't know, that seems kind of weird. That could be anything from a paragraph to multiple pages. Because if you look it up, failure is just the lack of success, is one of the definitions. But then there's also the failure to comply, which is like the failure to... Well, you can't use the word... Oh yeah, I was stupid and I went this way first. You're supposed to go down that long single boulder path. But luckily I didn't jump down. But yeah, you can't use the word to define the word. Alright, that's beginning English, they teach you that. But the failure to comply definition is basically the inability to meet expectations or requirements. And I like that definition, because that one you can kind of apply. Oh, this is neat. This whole room is Braille. And even if you were paying attention in the credits, there's a whole thing crediting the people who put the Braille alphabet in here. But that's what you do to find the Ruby and Sapphire. I'd be curious to know what this says, because I don't know Braille. But you make the long trek back to Celio and hand it back to him. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I'd hate to do this to you, but there's another one matching this. I'm not a fan of this stuff. That's also part of the problem. Like, it's just kind of extra on top of nostalgia. Like, I like Pokemon Red and Blue. And this bonus content, while I understand it's nice to have in a remaster, it's kind of just whatever. So what you do for the Sapphire is you go to 4 Island. Wait, do you? Yeah, he does go to 4 Island. 4 and 6 are the key ones. 5 is where the Team Rocket base is. 7 is totally bonus content that doesn't matter, really. Yeah, I don't know why he's on about Pokemon eggs, because I wonder now if you can get eggs, and in that sense also get Umbreon and Espeon as potential EVs, instead of Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon. But there's no clock feature in this game, so I want to say no. Oh yeah, this guy's got stickers. So the only one I was able to get is the Hall of Fame, because that's all we did, was beat the Elite Four. I don't know what other ones there are. Maybe catching all Pokemon, there's probably a sticker for that, I would imagine. So I was lost for a little bit here. Didn't really trim it down too well either. This is just a house full of Pokédolls, and we find out whose house it is. It's somebody we know. Which is this little girl. It's not Lostel. Please don't tell Lorelei. The icy one, the very first member of the Elite Four that I struggled with, remember? So apparently this is her home island, and here's a separate daycare. Oh yeah, it actually rings a bell. There's something about eggs in that particular daycare versus the one that's in the normal Pokemon Red and Blue. Although I could be thinking about Soul Silver and getting confused, I'm not sure. The whole footsteps passing time thing that only applies in Pokemon games. It's like the only time I've seen that concept. So there's actually another HM here. Waterfall, which is basically like Surf, but it lets you climb waterfalls. And it's the only spot in the game where you can catch a wild Lapras. But my Blastoise basically just becomes an HM hog. He's got Surf and Waterfall, he's about to anyway. It seems like a decent enough move though that it's not a waste. Kind of just like giving Surf to Blastoise isn't the end of the world because it's actually a good move for battle too. So that's the purpose of Icefall Cave here, is to find that HM, which is actually right there on the bottom right. Well, there's other stuff to find first. So there was that item, and then this is how you actually do it. You go down that top one. I messed up climbing on that ice like 2 or 3 times. That's why it was a cut. This would be interesting to figure out. I don't get this item. But it would be cool to solve the ice sliding puzzle. It's just at this point, it doesn't matter. That's the problem with post-game stuff. If there was like a new game plus where you kept your Pokemon or something, I don't know. I don't know how they would do it. But there it is, HM Waterfall. And I already decided I was going to give it to Blastoise because I was reading up about it. But otherwise, I was going to pull out Lapras from the box and just waste it on Lapras. But see, power 80, that's not bad. Accuracy's 100. It's just now Blastoise is really limited to just all these crazy water moves. But I got rid of Skull Bash because that's a 2-turn move that is kind of garbage. Power 100 too. I mean, comparing that to Waterfall? Absolutely. 20 power, but on 1 turn. As opposed to 2 turns for only 20 extra, that's not worth it. I don't think Skull Bash ever one-shotted anything in my using of it here. But yep, you use Waterfall to climb waterfalls. Go figure. This is like the most RPG thing I've seen in this game. So you team up with Lorelei to battle these guys, although it's not a team fight. She just kind of does her own thing over there. And you take on this guy who's got, like, garbage Pokemon. I think it's just all Zubats. So we go Ozzy, I believe. Yep, bite them all down. And fast forward through it because... Oh, he's got a Golbat. There you go. But it starts to get weird because now the Generation 3 people start popping up and I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, she threatens to use Lapras Ice Beam on people. So there you go, we gotta go to the Rocket Warehouse and stop these guys from doing something. And this back pool here is the only spot in the game where you could catch a Lapras. But that's not the focus. So, I believe we cut here. And are now on 6 Island. So this is where you gotta go to get the second password to the Rocket Warehouse, which is on 5 Island. And this is where I really started to fumble and rack up the video to an hour and a half, because I came here and there's all kinds of ways you can go. There's a whole empty cave up to the north, but you're supposed to go down here to the south. I was really close. You were close. Going back to Oak. But it's just right down here, there's a ruin or something that has where you gotta be. And so I just kind of danced around here a little bit and then went way north. And then I went to 7 Island and wasted all kinds of time there. And it was just annoying, it wasn't enjoyable. Because there's like these 2 weird ruins on 7 Island. That was Sudowoodo. Or something, whatever his name is. I don't even know what type he is, but... I think it really does make a difference when you don't know the Pokemon. It's just like, what's even happening? Versus when you do. Like, it's cool, I guess, that they mixed them, but I don't know. I would have been fine if it just stopped with the default Pokemon Red and Blue and didn't have any of this. But you gotta remember, I guess, Generation 3 was at one point the latest, so everybody was playing it. So yeah, the reason to trade with those people was probably more. But obviously that was a cut just a couple seconds ago to when I finally came back here. I actually went to Bulbapedia and was looking it up. So part of that hour and a half of video footage was actually just frozen footage while I was reading the Wikipedia page. So see, it's right there, that door. You gotta use cut on it. The only thing that teaches you that is the Braille. So I'm not sure how you're supposed to figure that out if you don't really understand what the Braille is saying to you. There are several dots on the door. There, that. It probably says cut. So you go the old-fashioned way where you actually have to go to the Pokemon menu and select it rather than just check the thing out in the environment. That's how it used to be in Red and Blue. You had to go to the Pokemon menu every time you wanted to use it. So this is a little bit of a puzzle for the Sapphire. The Braille is the clue, but see, that's up clearly because it's only 2 letters. I want to say it's like up, down, left, right? Or maybe it was left first. Yeah, up, left, down, right. You could kind of tell. D-O-W... Wait, no, that's right. Just by the number of letters. And there you go, there's the Sapphire. But this jerk comes and takes it to the Team Rocket warehouse to try to sell it for a bunch of money. Yes, nah, Chansey. What a password, man. So, Goldeen need log, yes, nah, Chansey. Those are the 2 passwords. Once your character hears them, you just go to 5 Island and go to the Rocket warehouse, which is pretty much right by the dock when you first choose to go to 5 Island. And that's a huge chain of Braille dialogue that I'm curious what it says. So this is 5 Island, just a little bit to the right of where the boat first docks when it arrives. And once you have the 2 passwords, it just automatically does it, and there you go. It's like a mini version of the Rocket hideout that was under the game corner. It's even got the same little tile things. Spent a lot of time in here though, because the way you gotta go at one point is actually not on these things. So I was busy looking for the pattern, like which tile you had to step on, but that's not what you do. At least we get to hear this music again though. This music's pretty cool. And I gotta say, having started to play Red, I really appreciate the biggest thing they did for this game was the inventory. Because, yeah, Pokemon Red, your inventory gets full every 2 seconds, and it's like Breath of the Wild all of a sudden. Yeah, I was dancing with this guy trying not to fight him, but ultimately I ended up fighting everybody in here. Because it took me a while to figure it out. Right now you backtrack. I almost did it. What I'm doing right now, and then here we cut. Just keep going. Don't step on any more of the tiles. And that's how you get to these down ones. Sludge Bomb. That's actually a good poison move, I think. I got word about you, chum, from Giovanni. So yeah, I was way powered up, ready for Elite Four Round 2, so it was basically one-shotting everything at this point. Making the battles even more pointless, really. No, except for Muck. Muck apparently took whatever, more. Sorry for the audio. Fast forward sometimes really messes it up. This video's rough, isn't it? Sorry. I don't know. But this was cool. This was the first time a trainer actually had, aside from that pseudo-wudo thing we saw, this guy. He's the admin of this Team Rocket warehouse, and he's got a Houndoom. I always liked Houndoom ever since Soul Silver, where the one Elite Four person has one that's really good. So at first I think I was just like, whatever. Or no, actually, this fight and the next one, I didn't really fast forward much. I say that as he starts fast forwarding. Because there is a limit to the patience, I guess. When it's just a Golbat. Oh yeah, what the heck confused me? The Golbat. But yeah, the Houndoom part. He's a cool Pokemon, man. Yeah, Crunch. That's right, Crunch and Feint Attack or something is... I don't know. The one in Soul Silver was really tough, though, I remember. When you were equal level with the Elite Four. But then just when you think it's all over and they abandon the warehouse, for whatever reason, this jerk's still in here and he's mad that he can't sell it anymore, so you gotta fight him too. And then you finally get the Sapphire to go give to Celio or whatever his name is. This is the one I don't think I fast forwarded much for whatever reason. Maybe a definition of failure is lack of live commentary on a video. No, I don't know. It's just a weird assignment. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. Because I say I'm a failure all the time, and my counselor wants me to better understand that word, or like understand it in theory, because all the things I say that are reasons why I'm a failure, I would never say about other people who are in the same situation. Yeah, what the heck was I doing pedal dancing with a Vileplume? It worked though. Porygon was a weird choice, so I went with Psychic. Even though I think Porygon itself can learn Psychic. Can't Porygon learn anything? Because it's technically just a machine? I don't know, I wish I understood what doing all these stupid baby steps for counseling was actually amounting to. Because sometimes I feel like the bigger issues that I'm thinking about I never even addressed yet. Because I'm too busy doing this, like, defining of words. I did start fast forwarding, and good riddance too. So, when you get the Sapphire, you bring it back. It's brief enough, I guess, if you know what you're doing. But yeah, Sevii Island, I didn't even show any of it in this footage. All I know is there's 2 ruins on Sevii Island where you can catch those unknown things that are from Generation 3, I think? Maybe it's from 2. But with all that nonsense out of the way, now we can get back to normal Pokemon Red and Blue and go catch Mewtwo. I believe somehow that was oddly required before you could do this, but maybe I'm wrong. And maybe everything I was reading about it, because that's the order of the guide on Bulbapedia, is it makes you do that stuff first before the Mewtwo stuff. So the plan is to use the Master Ball, but I think, attack him one turn just to see what it would be like to attempt to fight Mewtwo, but not kill him. This is a little bit different from the original game as well. Remember that HM rock smash that we found? There's a bunch of those rocks littered all over this cave, whereas in the original that didn't exist. That whole HM didn't exist. So it's kind of like an item maze. I forget what kind of Pokemon you can catch in here if you weren't using repels, but why wouldn't you use repels? Yeah, all these. See, it's dead end. It's not how it was in the original, so it was kind of more of a maze in the original, because luckily, if you have nobody with Rock Smash on you like me at this current moment, there is one true path that leads straight to Mewtwo. So it makes it actually a little bit easier to stay on target. I like this music again. Oh, it's the Team Rocket one, that's why. Yeah, Silphco's music is the one that's annoying. This one's tolerable. Oh, the bag was full. What do you know about that? Still, it took until this very bitter end. Like, almost as soon as you start Pokemon Red and Blue, your bag is full in the original games. But here he is, he's right up on this ledge. So I believe I saved, safety saved, just in case something stupid happened. Get that higher pitched music again. There he is, level 70 too. So just for one turn I offered to fight him. Or attempted to, not offered. Of course he goes first because he's crazy. I actually did a lot. I don't know if he could survive another Surf, but then I was like, I'm not risking it, let's just use the Master Ball. It matches Mewtwo's colors anyway, it's meant for him. So there we go. Once again, I've never caught Mewtwo without the Master Ball. I never attempted it, because it's just... I don't know. I don't know why you would. Or wouldn't. Whatever. But there you go, that's the end of the video. Sorry for the post-commentary being kind of lame, but yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.